All right, friends, we back. We back without bang or anything. I don't know, but we back. Welcome, friends. It is another episode. Time for another day, another stream. Welcome to the four. Time for another day, another
Four,
stream. The two. ये कहाँ से? This
two.
was your echo. Okay. Very good. First, we should start with some little apology for disappearing for 2 weeks. This is mainly a me problem because there's been a crazy schedule of work and travel and all
Where are
sorts
you
of
right
things.
now, Azim?
I am in a finally, I'm very happy to announce that I am staying in one place for 15 days for first time in 3 months. Which is one nice apartment, 1 BHK hotel in which, by the way, if you go outside this door now and you take one right turn, there's one door that opens into a swimming pool straight away. I have a swimming pool that is literally on this side of the door. Very exciting.
Wow.
Can't swim,
Wow.
but it's just there.
Why can't you swim?
अरे मतलब I can, but I am not good. It's one of those I was thrown into a pool as a child and made to survive.
Oh no.
But yeah, it's been a crazy hectic schedule. In Melbourne right now, was in Adelaide yesterday. Shows are going well. First six shows of Melbourne are sold out. Last shows, two more extra shows have been added. So if you are in Melbourne, please come. Yes, where do we begin? What do we talk about? The Kachra, I don't know
Which
what
tragedy do we
to.
start with first?
There is
Hey,
many
actually,
many
I,
tragedies.
I must I must say, I mean, we'll obviously listen, not hiding, must
Hmm.
come to Madrid at some point. But
Hmm.
creditable nil-nil best case scenario, not best case, but second best case scenario
See
for Madrid,
again
Manchester Derby.
last night again I was very I could have it was at 1 a.m. which was not unreasonable, but I was like no, I will go to sleep. I slept beautifully. I slept at 12 a.m. I went to sleep. I woke up at 8:15 like a proper human adult. Uh, and then I had the plan that I would download the match and watch on from that Reddit football highlights thing. But now I got this new phone now, which has this fucking AI, all the this AI they ghusao in the world. So now AI decided that I wanted to know the result of the match in my notification bar only, which actually saved me a lot of pain. Because
Yeah,
nil
I
nil का
mean,
replay मैं देखा फिर भी. I watched like 60 minutes of the replay.
if you watch that match for 60 minutes, then you've had not one but two refreshing sleeps.
No, but it's actually very nice to watch these matches on replay because you can just whenever. Dude, it's also I realize the amount of time wasting that happens in a match because just every goal kick you can just do skip 10 seconds 3 times and then he's taken the goal kick. It's wild. Like how little you
This is
realize when watching a replay on a tablet where you can skip 10 seconds, how little football is played in a football match.
bro, but if you watch Atletico Madrid that way, you will literally watch 50 minutes of football.
Huh, of course.
क्योंकि वो बॉल बाहर जाता है फिर स्लोली जाता
50
है
minutes
स्लो
football, 20
लेता है
minutes time wasting, 10 minutes MMA, 5 minutes kung fu, all different martial arts you get to see. Yeah, but also fun thing which I have been signed up for against my will. But on the let me reconfirm the date. Anirban is also along with me here. I would have asked him to come on the stream, but मतलब 12:30 बज
अनगॉडली
रहा है.
आवर
Yeah.
हाँ
But yeah, on Wednesday, I have been signed up against my will. I don't know how I'm going to be doing this, but it is Indian comedians versus rest of the world cricket match at some random cricket ground in Melbourne
सुपर्ब
at something
सुपर्ब
some one miscellaneous oval. I am hoping it is not the Punt Road Oval, which is next to MCG, because that would be very embarrassing. At this time, currently, both my shoulders are in spasm, so I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm going to field at slip, I
I was
think.
I was just going to ask you this कि since we are on kachra
Hmm.
what in cricket what are you good at batting bowling
Hmm.
fielding if bowling which
So,
bowling if batting what batting
so when I was a youth, I was very into cricket. So
हाँ
I was left arm fast medium swing bowler.
left
I
arm
used to,
fast
I मतलब one Irfan Pathan types I was.
Ah,
One swing the ball in. I
ah.
played like 2 seasons of thoda like season ball cricket in as until I was like maybe 13, 14.
Dude,
Azim
I have
Akram,
learned something
perfect
new.
in Rahul. So my thing with cricket was that Azim Akram
Azim Akram is great.
or Bekar Yunus,
Azim
whichever you
Akram is great.
prefer.
Bekar
Uh,
Yunus is also great.
Bekar Yunus is also good. So then I at that time used to my fielding was very good. I was a good fielder. And I was
Ah,
very good onside player because in my building offside had wall, so only
ball.
onside got developed and straight drive. So
Ah,
then the offside never like happened at all. So even though I enjoy watching cover drive, I don't know how to play. I can only play
how
on
to
drive.
play it. Ah,
But I played three matches, and all three matches I took wickets. Where all three matches I got run out because my father never bought me any. They bought me one set of pads, which is the cheapest, worst set of pads, which was fucking 1 kg each on either leg. And despite being very fast runner, I would get run out every time just surely because of coming back for two with the weight of the pads. So every single match I got run out. Thus
wow.
ended my
Azim ul Haq.
career as Hardik Pandya, heir apparent.
Interesting. So you're now what with two bad shoulders? You're going to just bat and field.
Ha, bat also I don't know because the muscle memory, all of that is gone. It's been at least 15 years since I played any form of cricket.
But एक सेकंड और कौन है तेरे पास तेरे साथ अनिर्बन है शमिक है एंड
No, Shamik has left. I think he's basically there's also lots of Indian origin people over here, na,
अच्छा
or comics. So we're getting all of
क्लासिक
those also.
क्लासिक
I think
दिस
once
इज हाउ क्रिकेट इज
yeah, I think once Siddharth
क्रिकेट
Dudeja
इज
also is arriving at some point.
हाँ सही है हाँ Dudeja is good no he's handy
Yeah, yeah. So let's see. I don't know. I played football once already. Hey, Melbourne में अगर किसी को पता है ना मेरे को I have one group which plays one. It's a very weird group of people. Like so, there is everybody from homeless to investment banker plays in that group. Over here. It's like very bizarre, and they play futsal. So they play with the chotu ball. Which is I find
हाँ
very annoying because again muscle memory completely fucked. So like even though like kitne baar aisa I'm flicking the ball in my mind, I've flicked the ball past the defender, but I have gone past the defender. Ball is on the ground only because ball is small. So if anybody plays full size
this is
football in Melbourne, please tell me. I will join.
Azim you have perfectly described Lucas Vasquez I cannot add a single word to that description that is flawless Lucas Vasquez in a nutshell wants to do something ball is in same place he is in other place
Also, friends,
should
थोड़ा
we
algorithm has got fucked because we've missed a couple of weeks plus IPL. तो please थोड़ा एक extra like smash कर दो आज के लिए, so that more people will come to know that stream is
और
happening.
जाते जाते या कभी और कैसे याद आया तो वापस आके कमेंट छोड़ देना
Yes,
just say Vasquez out if
yes,
possible just for my satisfaction
yes.
but yeah dude I have to talk about this miserable so we have Valencia have
Also,
out
so sorry,
remontadas
विशेष अग्रवाल beautiful comment in chat saying आजकल बैंकर और होमलेस में क्या ही डिफरेंस है. Very nice, great political satire. वो तो छोड़ो ही अभी
world
क्या.
is
मैं अब भी बैठ के मेरा जीरो दा स्टेटमेंट देख रहा था. वेरी डिप्रेसिंग.
yeah world is क्या ही तारीफ करें इसकी
Yes.
so should talk about this Madrid disaster class that they have done.
Which one? First,
The
let's start with the almost disaster of Real Sociedad. What a game that was.
oh yeah, dude, we haven't spoken about that also, no?
No, no, I think last was your Champions League we spoke about, Atletico.
This is the 4-4, no? Yes, the 4-4. Oh, dude.
4-4 was the, and how y'all just about script and came back.
No, I mean it would have still if we had lost that. I mean, if it was 3-4, we would have still gone to penalties and something would have happened.
Huh.
But
No, but y'all were 2 goals down like in the regulation 90 and came back, no?
yeah. So Hendrik masterclass, dude.
Mm.
Hendrik masterclass, dude.
Two
This guy,
words never
I don't
spoken together.
I don't understand this Bobby Charlton region, but like very odd to look at, very like that over enthusiastic Enthu Cutlet
Yeah, yeah.
type of player. who's just like, yeah, I've got my minutes. I have to prove myself. I have like 5 minutes to make sure that everyone knows I'm a legend. And sorry, just 1 second. Huh? I think the doorbell is on. 1 second, 1 second. I'll just be back.
Doorbell has rung, yes. Till then, I'll give you a tour of my room. This is a table. यहाँ पे टीवी है, यहाँ पे थोड़ा आर्टवर्क है, यहाँ पे अंदर बेड है, यहाँ पे सोफा है. आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड कि ये टीवी मस्त, मैं फीफा वीफा खेल सकता है इस पे. नेटफ्लिक्स है. वेरी व्हाट लग्जरीज ऑफ लाइफ. ओह, टू टू.
Yeah, so this Real Sociedad was a classic. It was definitely a classic. But like the problem is, I think you can sum up this whole season by just saying ki we have not planned for a defense, and
Not
now
planned
at
for
this
a
point,
defense. What do you think? What do you mean?
I mean we've not like we've had basically Danny Carvajal is gone,
Hmm.
Militao is gone.
Hmm.
So now you're just making do basically, and you've not bought anybody even in January when you had the opportunity.
Hmm.
You've not stocked up. So अब भुगत रहे हैं अपन. Like we just
Hmm.
have like it's such a sad, like I mean, like Lucas Vasquez should not be playing these many minutes as a right back. Like I mean, as a right back, was decent at best, and
Hmm.
now he's progressively gotten worse. Like he wants to get forward more than he wants to stay back, and when he stays back he's no good, so it's just completely pointless. Like the only time that you see him is when they spray a ball wide and then he's there, and then he never makes anything happen. Anyway, so frustrating. But dude, we've dropped, not just dropped points, we have lost to Valencia, who were in a
Hmm.
relegation battle this season,
Yes.
who have not won at Madrid in 17 years.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
17 years. And Hugo Duro has scored, who used to be a Madrid player at some point. So, complete hash brown of a situation. We have like, and imagine, okay, this was on in the week that Barcelona have dropped points to the GOAT's team,
Yes,
to the
the
GOAT
goats.
himself.
I
They
told you.
have
I mean,
dropped
I was very,
points.
I was very conflicted with the result, but one second. Hold on. Sorry, something has gone on. Something has happened over here. ये क्या हो गया है? What has
क्या हो गया?
happened? Why has everything become small? Hold on. Wait 1 second.
What
कुछ
happened?
कुछ तो गड़बड़ हुआ है with stream.
Afla.
हाँ.
Okay.
Is it for
Stream.
y'all? Is it showing only half the screen on stream? Is that something happening in the chat, or is it full screen for you? It's okay. Okay, cool. Because for me, I'm only seeing the stream on 1/4 of my stream. But ठीक है, if it's fine for everybody, it's fine.
Hmm. Also, in this Valencia game,
Hmm.
and this will be fun for you, Azim. We
Yes.
have conceded the first goal from a corner.
Yeah, yeah. I saw the full
Yeah,
highlights.
and this is now the, I think, ninth or 10th goal that we have conceded from a corner. Now, I'm only going, like, this is my absolute max optimistic take, okay? Max optimistic, like crazy optimism. Like, it should not be this optimistic. I feel like this is Ancelotti's plan. He
Wait, what?
he knows
What?
he knows that our next match is with Arsenal.
Ah,
Okay, who only prepare one thing, which
corner.
is corners. So he's
Hmm.
lulled them into a false sense of security by
Oh,
conceding from a corner.
wow.
So I think he's told the players, ki, "Dekho guys, in this game, concede one to a
Just to give
corner."
them कि चलो, we don't need to practice. These guys already conceded. अरे but my favorite was the goal that you all almost scored, or rather that defender almost scored for you all. What was that beauty of a finish into the bottom corner and then called off for offside
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
same guy
yeah.
who scored the header only, no?
No, no,
It would
no.
have been such a
Oh, Dia
funny,
Kabi, yes.
yeah. It would have been such a hilarious goal if that had counted. To just worst clearance in the world becomes best outside of foot finish. Oh,
And better than anything that all our forwards put together managed throughout the entire game. Also, at some point, we need to have this conversation about Vinicius being penalty taker.
Yeah, why he is taking when you have an Mbappe, when you have a Bellingham, why he is?
I I I think it's some kind of like uh, I don't know. I really don't know. I think someone needs to talk to him and be like, man, just give it up. Like तू अच्छा खेलता है, like वो सब कर ना जो तू अच्छा करता है, like वो do relentless running down the wing and like do finish into corner from acute angle, like do all of those things that you're good at. Like this penalty thing, I think he overthinks it, and just technique is there, but like I think he just gets into his head and then he just fluffs it. um so yeah, I mean, just like a awful, like it was just frustrating to watch because you have all of these players, and I say, you know what I suspect it is, this whole season has been, you have 8 world-class players who you're throwing onto the pitch, and thankfully at some point or the other, out of 8 players, one of them is having a great game, and
Yeah,
that is just bailing the entire team, right? It's not like this team has any kind of at this point, it's not like it's not like there's anything tactically happening that's any different.
yeah,
It's just that like thankfully at some point in the season, Mbappe just came good, just started clicking. At some point of the season, Jude Bellingham just realized, hey, I can score goals. Let's do it.
yeah.
Right? At some point of the season, Vinicius was like, chal, abhi main score karta hu.
Brahim had his 3 games.
Brahim had his 3 games. Valverde has just been superhuman for
Hmm.
like a lot of games. Like even in this game, he was all over the place, very good. Like I think 3 people had a decent game. Valverde was one of them. Bellingham was the other, who was trying to make things happen and just it never did. And Mbappe to some extent was a threat. Like you had some shots at goal, you had some attempts. And also, by the way, this Mamardashvili, na, suddenly like I've always rated him very highly as a keeper, but he really, like, it's like he's trying to impress the scouts when he plays against Madrid. He's just like, आज आज मैं दिखाऊंगा, मैंने बुफॉन के कितने क्लिप्स देखे हैं, आज today I will show you. I just
But I mean, he's
just
already
something
impressed
happened.
Liverpool enough because he's going to them only na, next season.
He's going what? It's
So
done what?
then he will come en route after via Liverpool, like Trent, he will come to you all. Either Trent is confirmed or what? Fully, 100%. Here we go.
I mean, as good as, not. I mean, they can't officially confirm anything, but as good as, like, we've made. I think they've done the job that needs to
Hmm.
be done. Back
And
channel.
as Apna Bhidu says, what this Madrid is missing is Nicky Butt field level kind of Mazdoor players who cover for the Divas.
Yeah, and also, for example, dude, like Carlo Ancelotti just waits and waits and waits and waits and hopes. Like I feel like one problem that he's facing is that he can't substitute Vinny and Mbappe early, because if he
Yeah.
does that, then they'll both throw like one shitstorm, and it's just going to, like, the morale in the dressing room is just going to go under the ground,
Hmm.
where the second pitch is. So he's just stuck. He's like, dude, I can't change these two. So then he changes like a whatever, switches out of Brahim or whatever. But he does it really, really late,
Yeah.
really, really late into the game. And like Vasquez playing 85 minutes. Dude, come on, come on.
But
What
who
new
else will
thing
you
are you
put?
going to see? I mean, like if you're chasing a game and you know it's a must win, then switch him out. Put one. Who can you put? Put like you put Alaba towards the end. Put
Hmm.
him out on. I don't know if he can. Yeah, actually, who do you put on the right?
Yeah, then otherwise you have
But
to put Valverde on the right back and then get
yeah,
one
we
more
put Valverde on the
midfielder.
right. Put Valverde on the right. Yeah, put
Hmm.
Valverde on the right, and then try to go for the game. But it happens very, very late. And like Rodrigo came on. Rodrigo was like, dude, I'm going to be the guy
Hmm.
who wins this match. And in the end, he played some 30 minutes and nothing came of it. Not one
Yes.
shot from Rodrigo. Um, dude, someone has said Vaheo. I saw Vaheo, please, in the flesh. And uh, I think if you put Vaheo, then straight you should just go 2 goals down and see what happens from
Yeah.
there.
Oh
So
man. Barca
yeah, just
also against Betis, 1-1 all. It's the Anthony aura, dude. Betis is
Can't deny it
my
anymore.
only motivation to watch football at this point. Like genuinely, right now, I just every week I go and check. Obviously, Barcelona because I'm supporting them in title race. But first, I check कि चलो Betis अभी तक नहीं हारा है. Yes, Anthony Ora is killing it. I'm very happy.
The crazy stat of Real Betis have not lost a match since Anthony has
Yeah,
been in the
boy.
team is wild.
That
It's
is
wild.
true aura.
Also, I think we spoke about this in the oil money group, but worth bringing it up here also.
Yes,
The fact that Isco is like, we need to crowd fund to get Anthony
yes.
into Real Betis.
Real Betis now streaming all matches on YouTube to get super chats for Anthony.
Yeah, please, if that happens, everyone drop 0.1 rupee for sure.
Yeah, yeah. But no, I
Um,
think I want Anthony back at United. Anthony gonna cook
but why did they loan him out in the first place? Like, wouldn't he
because there
be?
was a Damad, no, was available. But then Damad got
Oh
injured.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
But even this
Like,
United team, yeah, there's so just, I genuinely, obviously, it has been work and travel, and it's been the busiest I've been in probably my life for those last couple of months. But it's just, I have such little interest or excitement in watching Manchester United anymore. Like, coach मेरो whatever okay लगता है. Players, there's not one player who I'm like कि ये इसको आज मेरे को देखने का है.
can root for him. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like nobody, even this Garnacho missed such a sitter again. He keeps doing that. I mean, chalo, his decision making is getting slightly better now. Midfield wise, also, what you're watching, fucking Casemiro, Ugarte, very not exciting players to watch. One Bruno Fernandes is there, chalo, theek hai, fine. But sure, I'm not going to say कि सब fuck all है ये वो. But there are we did lose to Nottingham Forest also, by the way, in the week, which वो मैं देखा भी नहीं.
Oh yeah.
Again, it was one of those late night, full, no regrets of missing the match, waking up, seeing 1-0. Okay, amazing. Hoyland, hopeless. Xerxes, chalo, has moments here and there. But no, in terms of, like, chalo, whatever, we had terrible amounts of possession against City. What was the stat? I think it was like, what, says 30% possession against City, which is, I guess, it's City. So you expect to not have too much possession. But there were patterns of play where they were playing well, linking up well, this, that. But again, it's that final ball, that final finish, final movement is just not there. And if you have, there was a chance for Garnacho, which he fluffed his lines, did the wrong thing. There was a chance for Dorgu, ran onto the ball, didn't have the confidence to kick with the right foot. So many of these chances keep getting made, but कोई finish ही नहीं करता. And just the fact that like both Hoyland and Xerxes what have 3 goals each in the Premier League. Can you like how what team? This is like Southampton का striker का level का stats यार.
Yeah.
How can you have these stats as Premier
You know,
League strikers?
you would be better off if you had Embuemo and Visa.
Yes.
Like,
Arey, dude, I
genuinely.
watched
Yes.
I watched the highlights of Brentford versus Chelsea, and those two were balling against Chelsea, dude.
Balling.
Balling.
Both of
Get
them.
these two
Both of
out,
them.
send these two to
Yeah.
Brentford, bring Visa and Mbeumo in.
Embuemo, I think, is going to thrive.
Yeah,
at Old
yeah,
Trafford.
for sure. Arey, they have, so the thing is that they have that basic physicality, they have that thoda brute force, they have that little, all strikers na, need little bit of haraminess to them, which none of these
Yeah.
two, there's zero haraminess to Hoyland. So Hoyland Chutia is going and doing Sue in front of Ronaldo for Portugal. Idiot. काम धंधा नहीं है उसको.
He didn't do this, no?
Yeah, because obviously, like you realize how bad his celebration is that he has to copy opposition player's celebration when he scores.
Someone must have told him, like, bro, ye thoda. Here's what I think of it.
Bro, I think Ireland every week he's coming up with new celebration idea. वो book my show पे जाता है और देखता है कौन सा मूवी आया है. Just sees that अच्छा कुणाल कामरा का कोई कुछ नहीं आया है यहाँ पे, so we won't be doing any of those celebrations.
Yeah. But I gotta like, since you brought up, since we were talking about Visa and Embuemo, gotta talk about John Philip Mateta. And very specific thing about Mateta. Like, don't you feel like every time you see him, his jersey fits too tight?
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
He's wearing one size too small.
Yeah.
Someone needs to
Mateta,
like just show him.
I'm trying to get the perfect analogy of what he looks like when he, because there's a very specific, he looks like one ऐसा building का uncle is playing football.
I know what you're saying.
He looks like
Like, and building
my
uncle playing
one,
with young kids.
yeah, he looks like one landlord of mine from 2017. He started playing football and was from Africa. I mean, from France,
Guys,
but African heritage.
where else would you get cutting edge analysis like
Yes,
Matata looks like my
yes,
landlords?
Mateta looks like Mehdi uncle.
Matata is the hold-up striker people thought Lukaku was.
Yes.
अपना बिडू with astute
Yeah. The hold
categorization
up
of
striker
Matata.
in the sense where people look up and they're like, hold up, he's a striker. What do you say?
Dude, but
Uh,
like the crazy thing about this season has been a lot of the not top teams have got great strikers.
yeah, so and
Like
again,
for example,
yeah.
even a Liam Delap,
Hmm.
like 11 goals is decent, man, for playing for
Listen,
Ips.
we thought this 11 goals is decent playing for Atlanta और वो confidence में हम लोग हॉयलैंड को खरीदा.
That's also
So
true.
yeah, so but you know, I don't know if it's just me. So I was the point that I was coming to is I don't know if it's just me and just my life and my schedule or whatever is going on, but it feels like this is such a nothing season, and like in the sense that especially for Premier League, nobody I know has any conversation about football. Nobody has any excitement because Liverpool fans का like चलो ठीक है Liverpool it's a done deal, like there's not even like you know that thing of को the excitement कि अरे shit क्या होने वाला है good season.
Yeah,
They already have
in
that,
fact,
they in fact they have that depression कि अरे 3 कप में से नॉकआउट हो गया 2 हफ्ते में, so they have
hmm.
that sadness. Then you have Arsenal fans who again are like यार फिर से हमारा bottle हो गया. Then you have United fans who are like कि life क्या है. Then you have Chelsea fans who are like कि हमारा भी कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. So like all the traditional City fans, if there were any, also are like कुछ नहीं हो रहा है. Spurs का 2 फैन जिसको जानता है वो लोग भी like हम लोग 13th में बैठे हैं. So there is
Dude, Pep
no,
has literally written off this entire season. Now he's a chill guy now.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
he's
yeah,
just become
100%.
he's like ये season तो write off है.
Yeah.
But you're right. Like for example,
See,
the thing
sure,
that
objectively it might be fun in the sense of कि yes, okay, and Aston Villa is doing well, Fulham is doing well, Nottingham Forest is doing well. But for me, football has always been about the community. It's about कि अच्छा, you know, you talk to people about football कि अरे fuck क्या देखा क्या मैच क्या, oh shit क्या होने वाला है, या मजा आ रहा है टाइटल रेस में, कौन आएगा फर्स्ट, चेल्सी का क्या होगा, आर्सेनल का क्या होगा. There's none of that anymore. And for me, it's like yeah, sure. And the football also is not that great. I think it sort of comes back to that conversation we were having with Arpit also the last time he was here. And I think even Gary Neville was talking about this. It's just like it's system-based football. No, it's very like you're not really seeing like crazy individual brilliance or really memorable stuff anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe just old age and becoming cynical now.
the thing is like for example the title race, right? Like that's the thing that's missing. That's the only thing that's missing. So to illustrate that key
that एक title, which is why I'm like just still interested in La Liga because like चल title race कुछ तो हो रहा है इधर.
with 7 games to go, Liverpool have lost a game and it doesn't matter because Arsenal have
Yeah,
also dropped points.
ये
Like
तो
no
आजकल
one's
करते रहता
catching
है.
up. Yeah, no one's catching up. That's one. But the only like the other exciting thing that remains is obviously the race for fourth. Right? I'm just looking at this. For fourth place, Chelsea are at 53, Man City are at 52, Aston Villa are at 51, Newcastle 50, and Fulham 48.
Yeah, and Newcastle I think have a game in hand also.
And Newcastle have a game in hand.
Yeah.
Newcastle have 2 games in hand
Hmm.
at this point. So, dude, Newcastle season like started very poorly, but they've kind of figured it out.
Yeah, yeah. Plus
After
winning the cup was
being
also
on.
huge for
Yeah,
them.
yeah, Yeah, like it's the only one consistent thing has been Tottenham and United fucking up consistently.
Yeah, yeah. अभी
Every
तो
time you
प्रीमियर
think they're
लीग तो
back,
प्रीमियर
they're
लीग आई हैव
not.
zero interest. I don't even care about matches in the Premier League anymore. For me, the entire season just basically hinges on okay, two games against Lyon coming this week, which अगर कुछ हुआ तो then our
What
season is
hopes?
extended by I don't know. No, you don't know what team to expect. You don't know what tactics you're going to show up with. Are we going to play counter attack? Are we going to play possession based football? Because अभी तक हम लोग the thing that is frustrating for me is कि कितना भी बोलो एमोरिम बॉल खिलाने वाला है करने वाला है ये भी but eventually we are playing in all matches that same underdog Ole heritage football only. So eventually we
Mhm.
are reverting to that form only. Even with three at the back, we are tactically playing that way only, in a sense, in all the big matches. So
But why does this happen? This phenomena, I really want to understand. Why does this happen that every time he gets some time to train with these guys, they
we get
get
worse.
worse? Why is that happening?
I mean, I wouldn't say they've got worse after international break. Against Nottingham Forest, also they played well. They should have won that game, honestly. City against also they created chances. So, but I don't know. It's not. It's not. I don't know. It's not exciting. It's not like ever taking the game by the scruff of the neck and be like, "Fuck, कुछ करते हैं इसके साथ."
You know what
Uh,
this is absolutely crazy. I'm saying this for the second time now in like, I think in a week because I said this on the Oil Money call.
hmm.
I miss Ten Hag.
है ना?
Yeah, at least there's someone to hate. At
Yeah,
least there's
now it's
someone to
just.
blame.
Oh, by the way, did you see who was back on the bench this week?
Oh, oh,
The forgotten man himself. Luke Shaw was back on the bench.
wow. But just on the bench, he didn't play.
I don't think he came on, no. I mean, I didn't make it past 60 minutes, so I don't know. But I know Mount has started coming off the bench consistently. But yeah, Shaw is there. किसी को पता है क्या है अपना एडन हेवन का क्या होने वाला है? Do we know how long his injury is or whatever? Because he had looked good. Lenny Oro also looked decent. So why I mean defense is looking all right now, but it's this Casemiro Ugarte midfield is so unexciting. Just such
Yeah.
little dynamism and such little just
Athleticism.
yeah, just pace on the ball. And chalo Ugarte is like he's one of those chota. He's like
Huh.
one of those Ander Herrera with more tackling and less passing. Basically, he is.
Hmm.
He's that archetype of player. But you need one dynamic. You need one. As much as I hate saying it, one prime Pogba you need next to him who can do the
Yeah,
holding up
there's
of the
no.
ball, be physical, spray the pass along. Because there's one guy who, if Bruno is not balling, then this team does not play only. That's how
Yeah,
bad
there's
it is.
the creativity is completely they're concentrated in that Bruno
Just
area.
that, yeah. If you
That's
man
it,
mark
yeah.
Bruno, the game's over. Like if you put two people around Bruno and stop him moving around, there's nothing United are going to do.
Yeah, like at least with Madrid, you can still say that look, it's exciting when like Vinny gets the ball. It's
Yeah, yeah,
exciting
of
when Mbappe
course.
has the ball. It's exciting when Jude
Well,
has the ball.
if that's so for all the lack of tactical coherence and all that, that's why like Real Madrid is still exciting to watch because it's चल individuals तो है कुछ like कुछ तो
Hmm.
करेगा मॉड्रिच कुछ ट्रिवेला मारेगा एम्बापे कुछ करेगा
With that, yeah, this Modric also, like I think like I mean I don't know. Like I don't think he's Dhoni levels of like past it, but I like it's getting there, and it's a little sad to see.
yeah
Like
yeah
it's
but
he's just
wait I
not at
think do
20.
you think he shouldn't have stayed but he has had his moments this season also no so but I think this
Yeah,
should be his
that's the
last
thing. It's
season.
what happens is that what happens is that world class players go from being world class every game to being world class in some games
Yeah.
and not world class in others, and that's how they decline. Like you don't know which match he'll be like fantastic in, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, also Aditya Raju, I have to correct you. Pogba is not free agent. He signed for some Portuguese club, no? Did he not? Did Pogba not sign for some club? I saw
There
him.
was some club that rejected him. saying ki we thought of getting him and then we realized, oh, it's Pogba. Sorry. What were we
Pogba.
thinking?
What really? Like they didn't know it was
Yeah.
Pogba?
No, as in they were like, oh, this guy's more trouble than it's
Oh,
worth.
he is a free agent. But
Yeah.
wasn't he? I saw some full thing, or
He
maybe he's
came
training
close.
with them. Oh,
He came
okay,
close to
that's what
signing
it
with some
is.
club, but they were like, no.
Oh, acha, April Fools. Acha, my algorithm, I haven't checked Instagram also properly in so long that it's showing me all 1 week old posts as new. Okay, great.
Hilarious.
Oh, wow, April Fools. I was looking at that thing and I was like, "ये कौन सा club है?" I can't recognize only, but as from the badge, it looked like it was Portuguese.
There was
Wow.
one April Fool's video I saw where it was Trent Alexander-Arnold is coming to Madrid, but he can't wear his 66 shirt because La Liga has some rule that you can't wear
What?
66.
Oh, so you think, so is he going to do a Chris Gale and have 666 at the back?
No. So it turned out it was an April Fool's.
Also,
Uh,
who was this, just on a complete sidetrack? Who was this administrator in IPL who decided that they can allow players to have triple digit jersey number at the back?
that's true. That's true.
Like how just like malleable and zero
But then
principles you have to be as a human.
no, and also then why stop at three? Then just write the phone number or something no,
Yeah,
at the back.
yeah,
My name is Call Me and my
yeah.
number is
वो क्रिस गेल होता तो कर भी लेता given his reputation. He would actually put his phone number at the back. Oh
By the
man.
way, we had a Oil Money member call and
Yes, we did.
we had an extensive discussion on IPL jerseys and why they are not as cool as football
Oh my God, yeah,
jerseys.
that was a very long and winding discussion where we have
Which led us to some very
we have
interesting.
AI generated IPL jerseys on that call. It was
Yeah,
wild.
yeah,
There is a recording of it. Maybe we can release it, but I need to look at. I haven't had time to look at the footage only.
yeah,
I'll have a look at it. Oh, Muralidharan had put 800. He was the guy who started it because he took 800 wickets.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. At least
Well,
you had some reason. The
yes.
fuck is
KDB pe KDB
KDB? Yes.
is
Heard about
eras
it.
can come to an end. You think KDB
Yeah,
will go what? Are dude, I saw one meme which was so funny. I died laughing.
yeah.
Which was I don't know if it was like just a boy who looked like KDB or they had put KDB on the face of a boy from a meme who was learning Muslim prayers, and the caption is KDB when he realizes he can get 700,000 a week in Saudi Arabia. It was the funniest shit I've seen all week. It was so funny. Um,
No, but
but yeah.
I feel like Pep has been trying to push him out slowly for like 2 seasons now. Where
Yeah, yeah.
like I feel like for 2 seasons I keep seeing like the camera pans to the bench and there's one sad kid KDP
I
sitting
mean,
there.
KDB by default anyway looks sad. So then imagine how sad he has to be.
He's just been like KDP is fit but he's not playing. No one knows why.
Just how much he's tried to protest with his hair and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. But
But
should talk about KDB in a broader sense that I think he'll rank in the
oh yeah, yeah.
conversation of
Best
top,
Premier League
top
midfielders.
best Premier League ever.
One of the best, dude. Listen for me, there is one particular reel that, sometimes you have these reels that just every few weeks that same one just pops up on your timeline. And for me, that reel is romantic Kevin De Bruyne passes with careless whispers playing. With oh, it is. Every single time it pops up, I'm like, yeah, yeah. No, it starts with the tonight the music seems so loud, and in one of those, mine is top comment, by the way,
Yeah, क्या था?
because it is. My comment was so the lyric of Careless Whisper is wasted chance that I've been given. I'm like, that's what Lukaku says every time he receives pass.
Nice,
Wasted chance that I've been given.
nice,
Uh,
nice, perfect. Deserves
yeah.
top comment.
Yes. So
But yeah, his highlights reel does look good. I
Oh,
have to
so
say.
good, dude. It just I can watch his like through balls compilation. It's like Beckham ka crosses. It's
Yeah.
that level of like him and through balls, and even like his crossing also, like the way that whip ball that he put in throughout consistently for so many years. So good.
Dude, even I remember last season, was it last season where they were playing Newcastle losing, and then he gave one crazy ball to Oscar Bob.
Yes,
Remember this?
yes,
And then,
yes.
oh shit, like just to see it, like the vision on the guy, he wasn't the fastest, he wasn't the most athletic, but like he was one of those, he is as expressive as you can get playing in a pep system.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
pretty much.
that's
Like he's that
that's
guy. Like,
the
and a pep system needs that guy. That like, chalo, you know the it's like a lock picker, no? Where you have the guy who's putting the 7 pins inside, and then you need that one tool that turns and puts
Mhm.
that final ball in. And that is KDB.
It'll also be interesting to see what happens with Haaland now that KDB is gone. Like, who is the actually? I mean, for a while they didn't have him, and Haaland was still fine.
Yeah, I mean also vice versa. So in fact, there was the just yesterday only in the United ka game there was commentary, but they were saying ki they actually haven't missed Haaland much when he's missed 17 games. I think he had missed 16 games since joining City, and they had won 13 of them without him also. So, but
Well,
this
Marmoush
Marmoush
is
also
scoring,
is
yeah.
good. Yeah, he's a good
Uh,
substitute to have also.
but
He,
we should ask Chad also. Chad, please tell who would you put in your top three midfielders of the PL of in PL history? Who would it be?
Premier
No?
League
Goals you would
midfielders
have to put.
एक स्कोल्स तो डालना पड़ेगा. It
Goals you would
also
have to put.
depends. Like I would say, put it in creative midfielders because then
Okay,
your
so
Roy Keanes and
if
all also come in.
so no, so okay, so if you have to make a three-person midfield, three-person, huh? This is a
Oof,
4-3-3 now.
oof.
Okay, three-person midfield. And so I would imagine that your choices are really Scholes, KDB, Lampard, Gerrard. I think those are the four. You have to now cut out one guy.
One holder also you need.
Then who would you
So,
get?
oof.
Vieira, Keane,
Man, there are so many. You can also like there is a case to be made for the your dynamic, your Yaya Toure also fucking in his
Rodri.
prime.
Yeah, yeah.
Rodri, who has literally won Ballon d'Or. But your Yaya Toure was phenomenal for a few seasons for City as well. You have obviously you had Scholes
Keane,
at United, Keane, sure. Uh,
Ruben Amo says Keane, Scholes, KDB.
you got Fabregas in there also. There's Gerrard, of
Fabregas.
course. Lampard has the stats, but for me, I don't know. I don't fully. I've never. You know my views on Lampard. He's a deflection merchant. So I'm sure he has. He's one of those arrive late in the box type midfielders. Uh, but had nothing
Or Gerrard for
particularly.
sheer leadership because I
Yeah, yeah.
think
Gerrard for
in
just
that
fucking drag the team to no titles, but
I had to do it. I
had
had to
to.
do it. Had to do
Uh,
it. KDB, Scholes, Toure or Rodri, McFred, Carrick, Bruno. Bruno, I
but
don't think.
Bruno, but technically, if you look at his numbers, he got to be in the discussion.
But
I mean, I think the problem for Bruno is that he has been a very good player surrounded by awful midfielders for all the years that he has been around. He
that's
had
a
3 years of
okay. Okay,
McFred, 1 year of Casemiro Eriksson, 1 year of Menu Ugarte.
my question is this. My question is like Bruno and Gerrard similar in this in
I
the
mean, Gerrard way
way
more
that
dynamic,
no, so that's what I'm saying. Similar in the way that they were exceptional players in
talismanic. Yeah.
relatively average teams. Like
Yeah.
unfortunately, Gerrard also didn't have the best
Yeah. I mean,
teams.
Bruno also that way is like spent so many years United, wins no title. So,
Wins no title.
yeah.
And so now the question is that why, still in my opinion, is it just nostalgia that Gerrard is better than Bruno? But I also think
No,
I think the
man.
overall influence on the game was more. Over 90 minutes,
Yeah, yeah.
Gerrard had way more influence than Bruno does. Like Bruno is a
Yeah.
moment. guy also.
Yeah, and also Gerrard could do more, right? Gerrard for me could carry the ball, which Bruno doesn't do that well. But Gerrard, like he could just had that
Pass,
power to just
cross,
burst through. He had the pass, he had
athleticism,
the vision, he had the shot.
strength.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah,
and the
attributes were
leadership.
way more.
Yeah.
Attributes were way more. Didn't
So
cry like a baby if
did not
team went.
cry. Yes, I mean
Did not
kissed
cry.
camera questionable, so dock points for that.
But
But
Bruno doesn't slip, so there's that.
Bruno doesn't slip. Also, there is that.
Bruno doesn't
So
slip.
yes.
Sorry, we had to. Uh,
Whoops.
Also, yeah, the 2005 just played one match, would put him
Oh,
over
yeah, yeah.
a lot of people.
Two matches. In fact, the Olympiacos goal that he scored to take them out of the group stage, first of all,
Yeah, yeah,
and then the
yeah,
final, of course, which
yeah. The
with
final was super.
carrying Vladimir Smitser and Milan Baroš along with him, dude. Come on, what what
Vladimir
all what all kachra he has carried to Champions League medal along with him.
But you know something, if I was Vladimir Smitser, every year on the day that the May, whatever the day
Yeah,
was, every year I should send one thank you to Gerard for the rest of my life.
yeah, for sure. Also, a great
Um,
stat. Gerrard scored in every single final he played in.
Big game player you must give
Big
Gerard.
game player,
Is
yes.
Bruno big game player? Is he
In
small
fairness, we
game?
don't play many big games to really know.
Who's the ultimate small game player, Chal?
Lukaku.
That's true. That's true.
Lukaku, any no consequence game, Lukaku will be there. मैं आज 7 goal मार के आया. Haaland also no, doesn't score in finals.
Haaland is also a small game player.
Yeah.
True. True. Okay, so wait, what is the consensus now? Overall,
Should I
we
make it a
have
poll?
we should make a poll. 4 people. Who do you think should make it? I think we should stick to Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard, and I think Lampard is going out then and KDB. But that's my
Best midfielder. Scholes, Gerrard. Then
how
who
many
are we
Lampard,
putting? चल Lampard
uh,
डाल ही देते हैं.
Lampard.
Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard, De Bruyne, KDB. Okay, let's see where KDB stands in the golden generation.
Golden generation.
Also, smash like friends if you can, so that it helps us tide over IPL, which has 3.4 crore views as per Jio Hotstar.
Dude, 1 second. I just realized I'm just looking at it, fucking it hit me that Scholes, Gerrard, Lampard, 3 all-time PL great contenders. And then you had Beckham also. And these
Yes.
fuckers never won anything.
Hmm.
You had Rooney. And you had
Yeah,
Rio
but they were
Ferdinand.
all
And John
they
Terry.
were two players. There were four players competing for two positions, but he was trying to shoehorn all four of them together. No, that was the problem.
He would play what? Scholes on the left, no?
He would put Scholes on the left. तो Scholes का दिमाग खराब हो गया. वैसे fuck मेरे को नहीं खेलने का left पे. Which is fair point ना कि ऐसा वो जमाने पे इतना अडेप्टेबल नहीं होता था पब्लिक. तो ब्रूनो फर्नांडिस को लेफ्ट में डाल दिया, राइट पे डाल दिया, wherever. And he's like, yes, yes, मैं थोड़ा रोएगा but खेलेगा. So, but
Dude, the fact that Beckham didn't have one whole leg to play
yeah,
with, like that's crazy
yeah.
in the modern day.
Yeah. Actually, when you think about it, like players now are actually much more adaptable than
Yeah.
like earlier it was just no, I just play one position.
Yeah. And
But
if
I
you don't
played
put
damn well. So I guess
yeah.
maybe but that's also I guess again a factor of okay is to fit into these systems and play these roles you have to be able to play three different positions. Otherwise you might not be in the squad only.
No, and then this is also started happening now. The difference of attacking में एक formation, defending में एक formation, right? So you have like this tactical fluidity also. That's a new feature. Because earlier it used to
Interesting.
be 4-4-2 throughout.
Oh yeah,
What
yeah.
is the
I think now we should also. I think it's time for football to change to something new. Scholes currently leading on 38, KDB 34, Gerrard 26, Lampard 2.
I also think this is slight United bias. Huh?
हाँ वो तो of course that is most things. But even in a United dominated chat to have KDB as almost overtaking Scholes now has overtaken Scholes KDB And
Oh, it's
Scholes.
back.
Oh my
Oh,
God, it's
it's
neck and
KDB. Oh,
neck.
wow.
It's neck and neck. All right, at 100 votes, I'll close it. All right, and it is closing at. Oof. It has closed at 38% for Scholes. Nice.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
The brave souls who gave that 1% to Lampard appreciate.
Yes.
You're seen. You're
Yes.
seen.
Very nice. We'll do some super chats. Anirudh Madhuri says, who has here with this fact, he says almost all players on DJK Florsheim's team have the same last name, Kurtanovic. Brothers, cousins, and uncles play in this team.
What team is this?
DJK Florsheim. Very fascinating.
DJ
It's like
Florsheim.
a
Wait.
large Muslim family. Kurtanovic. Very nice. Aditya
Uh,
Raju says, now I agree with Papa Perez. We need to play Madrid, Barca, Liverpool, shitty week in, week out, rather than losing to Forest and Brentford. Hashtag Amorim ball in. Yeah,
I knew it.
I think now I would take Super League. Guys, I believe in Papa Perez's idea. I think Super League is great for football.
Though Papa Perez was to a full radical, ना, by the way. So he was like, एक तो मेरे को Super League चाहिए. दूसरा, what you were saying, ना, कि this 10 seconds that
Yeah.
goalkeeper is taking and all. Papa Perez was like, dude, I saw my nephew. He was on his phone. He doesn't
Yeah.
care. We have to make football fast again.
Yeah, but I think now, but this is getting to be quite this thing. I think they should do the thing where they just stop the clock. Stop the clock. I'm saying stop the clock and play 75 minutes, which will still be more football than is actually being played.
Or they should have those kind of like they should just have random, like, introduce some chaos into the thing
Hmm.
where
Such as.
like, for example, if you concede 3 goals, then you should have one extra player on the pitch.
Acha, so like house rules in FIFA.
Yeah, just take time pass.
Per goal that you score, one player has to leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, that's
And
the
it
game mode, no?
and it has to start with your best player. So KDB leaves.
Yeah. No, whoever scored the goal only has to leave. So at all times they're like, yes, center back ko mara de. But yeah, why not add? Why not add like football? All the FIFA house rules. You can have like whenever player scores, they have to leave. Then mystery ball is there. So in
Mystery ball.
mystery ball is again could be mystery ball where they put different
Spring.
spring inside a different level
Jabulani.
of bounce. They're just bringing different World Cup balls in Jabulani,
I think,
Telstar.
one should be the first ball they use in the first
Yeah,
World Cup, which was made of like a
yeah,
pig's bladder or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Gotta make it
It's
interesting, man. It's the most boring season ever. Come on, guys. Make football watchable again. Down with the
like,
systems. Down with Pep.
dude, the
Football is in
longer
recession, guys.
the longer like time goes by, the writer Perez becomes. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, we should have believed you, Papa Ji. Sorry. Sorry we made this protest.
wealthy. Okay. Wildcard penalty is also nice. So okay, so if you concede, like, if your team gives away the penalty, you get to choose who
Who
takes
takes
it.
it? Yes. Good idea. Yeah.
And it can be any outfield player. So you
Yeah.
can't just be like, "Chal,
Or you
Courtois to
can, or the defending team has an option where you can sacrifice one outfield player, have two keepers in the goal.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. But now you're stuck with two keepers in the goal for the entire game.
Or one guy, one outfield player can randomly at any point hold the ball with his hands once.
Manager allowed one touch per game. Just imagine just for the final set piece, Ancelotti goes running into the box for one header.
And connects also.
Yeah.
And then the next game he comes with the next place.
And cigar.
Smoking should be allowed
Yeah.
on the touchline
Yeah.
in case.
Oh,
In
bring
fact,
back.
fuck it, dude. One drink should be allowed per player whenever they want to have it.
If
30 ml shot.
every striker for each shot on target has to have one shot. Guys, we have turned football into Mario Kart.
Please comment if you. Hey, actually, chat if you have one. Um, please tell. One
Yes.
cuss word allowed on ref. Yes. In fact,
Yes,
all cuss words allowed
100%.
on
Yeah.
all cuss words allowed on ref, and every player should be mic'd.
Yes.
And your TV should come with an option like
Yeah.
go to
Whoa.
GXR World,
How?
come. Who do
Yeah.
I want to listen to? And it'll just be it'll just be fucking Mbappe going
Whoa, it's like,
Pascal.
whoa. Just like वो हॉटस्टार का होता है ना दोस्त्स वाला commentary where Angad and all the comics do it. I think we should have
Yeah,
that
yeah,
only.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Should have it.
Uh,
Players commenting. Stump cam.
Stump cam. In fact, dude, why not have like there are some matches where the goalkeeper is just chilling.
Yeah.
In which case, let's hear what he has to say now about shit. He has the time, he has the patience. Player
Just
cam, yes.
होना ना ऐसा हेडफोन माइक लगा के पॉडकास्ट सेटअप है दोनों गोलकीपर पॉडकास्ट कर रहा है
एक दूसरे
रुक रुक मेरा एक सेव करने का है रुक मैं आ
हाँ.
रहा ओके
Shots,
वेट
if shots on target, United players will be so. If shots on target, then United players will be sober AF. Hey, by the way, did any one of you please see the Legends match at DY Patil? If anyone did, please tell how you what you felt.
Morientes
Um,
scored a goal no I saw this in a highlight
Morientes scored, and I think Madrid won 2-0. This is what I remember.
अच्छा
Let's see.
Okay, I'll do the remaining super chats. We have to wrap up in the next 10 minutes.
Oh,
We
yes.
have Anirudh Dhawan who said we need Joss D92 here ASAP. What is Joss D92? Is this an
Just
oil
the
money reference? Ustad Farhan Torres says बदलता था वक्त जब वो आईब्राव रेस करता था उसके टैक्टिक्स से बड़ा बड़ा उस्ताद डरता था इस हालत का पोस्टमार्टम कब करेंगे टेल मी ओ कोत्या चाचा एवर्टन कब आएंगे ओह 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 ओह
I think Chacha is if we lose to Arsenal, then
So
Chacha's
then swap Moyes to Madrid and Ancelotti to Everton.
oh god. Well, I would love, just as a reality show, I would love to see Moyes at Madrid. If they're doing
Yeah.
like a
Yeah. All
क्या
or
वो
nothing.
Amazon पे, all or nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be amazing. It'll be amazing to see a Scottish man with no Spanish
Yeah.
language skills.
Speaking to
Oh, it'll be amazing.
Brazilians.
It'll be amazing. Oh, bro, Hendrick. Oh, fuck. I just want to see what happens when Hendrick actually.
Jude Bellingham, the translator. Well, Jude and Trent technically can get the job done. Josh D92 is the guy who sent funny super chats on Dhoni to Indian commentator. Wow, there are super chats going to Indian commentators. क्या हो गया भाई? Double meaning innuendo chats to Hindi TV
Oh,
talk
it's like
channels. Oh wow.
it's like those they try to bait us with
हाँ,
those
I
names.
understood. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Good.
Give examples of what he has said in chat. अरे प्रतीति is here saying Muller leaving. Oh, Muller leaving. Oh, दुख ही दुख. Please आज थोड़ा अच्छा से Muller को cover करो. Otherwise, regular Harold out. We are playing badly. All defenders injured. You are still actually you never know. Huh? The curse of Kane might strike again. Where is Bayern?
No, I don't think so.
Bayern Munich 6 points clear, but I think 10ish games to go. But
Oh,
yeah,
superb.
Muller coming to end. Okay.
We'll talk about Muller in just a second, but press resistance midfielder says Alpha Q.
Oh God. Wow. Wow. 6 standard wale jokes.
Alpha Q. Arey, I love it. ये करना चाहिए. मजा.
Very nice.
Yeah, but let's talk about Muller for like okay, we don't have enough
No,
time,
we
but
have. Let me finish super chats and then you'll see.
yeah.
Nishant Rajkumar says this is karma for not supporting prison leopards. I'm assuming it's because the comedians are getting in trouble. Aditya Matkar says take on Vinny as penalty taker. Carlo is linked as Brazil coach, so practicing for it. Also take on Muller leaving Bayern and not being offered a contract.
Dude,
I mean, I
yeah,
think now, as we said with Modric also, no, like you reach that point where you have to be like, okay, listen, now, ho gaya time. Had a great run, had a great career. But yeah, Muller is one of those who, on the ball, never looked like he would have the stats that he has.
yeah,
Like he's not a particularly as a sexy looking
he's
silk
the
flare.
opposite. He's the opposite of Kamavinga.
Yes.
Okay, Kamavinga, you see and you're like, oh wow, man, it's like seeing a gazelle across a prairie, and then you see Muller, who's like all limbs is
Yeah.
this. He runs like
Like
this.
like a German giraffe.
German.
German giraffe.
But the I think he's one of those players who,
Let's have a
again,
look at
like
his numbers.
you love to see because of the sheer naked enthusiasm.
Hmm.
Like,
Yes.
and the
He's
crazy thing is that
35 now, so I think now to should go.
he's had a long and fruitful career, won everything that there is to win.
Hmm.
And more importantly, it's like Ronaldinho had it. Uh, like this guy has it. The idea that when you start playing football, you get to become a professional footballer. You're doing literally a dream job. But funnily enough, very few people look like they're in their dream job while they're doing it.
Yeah.
And Muller was one of those people alongside Ronaldinho who nakedly, unashamedly was like, dude, this is amazing
Yeah.
that I'm on this pitch and I'm having fun. Like he was so much fun to watch. So
Yeah, yeah.
that,
And also, if you look at his numbers, like if you look at his season starting from when he broke into the first team 2009-10, 19 goals, 19 goals, 11 goals, 23 goals, 26 goals, 21 goals, 32 goals, 9 goals, 15 goals, 9 goals, 14 goals, 15 goals, 13 goals, then finally 8, 7, 5. So yeah, 263 goals and 778 appearances for a guy who wasn't even an out and out striker. So
yeah,
and also is he still top goal scorer for Germany in World
is he?
Cups? At World Cups he was na
No,
at some point, or was that closer?
closer,
Closer.
closer. No,
Did he not overtake closer?
no.
Can anyone confirm in chat? Oh, it's closer only. Okay. The
Uh,
photographer says title race between LFC, Arsenal, and PGMOL. Who is worst? Uh, Sai Krishna says, what a snooze fest Manchester derby it is, yeah. This is life now. Even the Japanese Grand Prix was as boring. Speaking of a Japanese Grand Prix ka, immediately in 6 minutes we'll be starting. So come over to side pod over there. वहाँ पे भी बात करने का है. Cover I-League का issue where promotion will be decided by the courts. What? This seems like a very unnecessary thing to do. Can you see what that means, Kautuk? I'll read the others
what,
till
what,
then.
what? For
I-League
what?
promotion will be decided by courts. Rohan D'Souza says, a humble request to Kautuk, please humiliate Arsenal over the two legs. They seem to be flying too high, given that Liverpool and City are both out of UCL. Also, can we please have Tushar on next stream? Okay, I will ask Tushar for next stream. Uh,
Oh my God, yeah. कुछ तो
Pratik
गफला हुआ है
Chaturvedi
I league का.
says, joined the live stream after a long time. Missing Bawa. Thanks for continuing this. This is the only enjoyable football podcast. Thank you so much. We are also trying. अपना भी बहुत
Yes.
ज़्यादा काम चल रहा है लाइफ में, but we are trying to be as regular as we can. And Ala Butch says, MI bottom पे है, but at least FCB is at the top. Yeah. Fuck, MI actually bottom पे है क्या? Wow. How the mighty have fallen. तो ये क्या हुआ? What is the thing of
I'm just
courts?
reading it. Churchill brothers top the table with 40 points. Inter Kashi are second with 39.
Hmm.
So Churchill brothers will be in the ISL, right? No. Inter Kashi have an AIFF appeals committee hearing pending that could see them awarded 3 points if they win it. A
Whoa. Now
hearing of
see, this is the
what?
kind of drama I want.
Yeah,
What is this
yeah.
Premier League? Fucking everything. Where bring the courts, guys? Come on, start suing people.
Dude, this should be the other rule.
Because
If
this
you don't
this
like a
happens.
result,
This happens in F1 so much, now where they see that oh one team is dominating too much, then all the 8 different teams come and start protesting कि नहीं ये लोग कुछ illegal कर रहा है. Then FIS अच्छा चलो ठीक है ये वाला part ये लोग use नहीं कर सकते हैं
so here's what happened. Back in January 13, Inter Kashi lost to Namdhari FC
अभी.
2-0. Okay. Now there was a player called Cledson Carvalho de Silva, aka De Gaulle.
Okay.
Okay. Now he played 90 minutes of this game. Now Inter Kashi argued that he should have played no minutes because he should have been serving a suspension for getting 4 yellow cards over the previous 7 games.
Oh wow, so this is just an administrative issue.
Yeah. So
Wow.
they raised the issue with AIFF disciplinary committee and got 0-2 loss reversed to a 3-0 win. Okay, in February 24th ruling. This is 3 points to Kashi. That should have been that. But Namdhari appealed that the DC decision on the March 28th appeals committee stayed the DC order and reversed the result. So 0 points to Kashi again. So
Whoa.
it's just been flip-flopping since then. So
So what's the final verdict?
so they've now appealed again. So which is what the thing is. So right now Kashi are at Inter Kashi is at 39 and Churchill are at 40. So if they win the appeal, they get to 42. So then technically they go to
Wow.
the
See, now
inside.
regular football clubs and leagues are do attack and counter attack. Here we have sue and counter sue. This is what I want from football.
So
Sue!
thank God.
Perfect. What timing and what a way to end. Okay, I have SidePod now has fully entered the waiting room. So we will have to leave. Come over on SidePod. अपन उधर continue करेंगे. मिलते हैं soon. If you are in Melbourne and if you know friends in Melbourne, please भेज देना. I have 2 extra shows that have been added on Easter weekend, which are in big rooms, and now is more pressure to sell tickets. So please tell friends if you are in Melbourne, also please come. Anything you have to plug?
Yes. So we are coming with Tis Markasam to Amsterdam and London and Toronto.
Amaze.
Toronto, we've 2 shows left. One is sold out, so get those tickets soon. If you are in London and Amsterdam, get those tickets as well. They're all on our social, so you can find them. And that's about it. This is happening in June and July.
Yes,
End of June.
I will put give me your link also बाद में. I'll put it in description. मेरा ticket link सब इधर है. There's
Yes.
a few Mumbai is almost sold out for May. I'm doing like 5 big shows in May and then I'm taking a break for 3 months. There's also London, which I think first show is close to getting sold out. Should hopefully add a second on 31st May.
Yeah, and sorry,
Uh,
last thing before we leave, do help us out by hitting the like button because
yes,
Algo is the timing has changed. Algo is all over the place, and IPL is there. We're competing with all of these things. So please hit a like and drop a comment if you feel
yes.
like who is your best all-time Premier League midfielder. That would be amazing.
Okay, lovely. Okay, thank you, friends. मिलेंगे soon. Thank you for watching the four.
The four.
The Sioux. Okay. Goodbye, friends. मिलते हैं. Hopefully next week तो होना चाहिए. I should be there and will be Europa League to talk about. तो यही time रहेगा. तो please clear your
Yeah,
schedule for 8 p.m. Okay.
yeah.
Goodbye.